So about a year or so ago, my wife and I were fortunate enough to go on a trip to Maui. And one of the things that my wife researched that we decided to do was called the Road to Hana. Hana is a small town on the island that the road is an adventure and everyone's supposed to do it. So we decided that that's what we were going to do. And as soon as we told all of the people at the hotel and just the locals that this is what we're going to do, they all said the same two things. Make sure your car has enough gas, and make sure you leave early enough in the morning because you don't want to be stuck on that road at night. So, being from Pennsylvania, we listened to them with probably like a grain of sand, right? But we knew at the end of the road, at the end of the trip, there was this nice national park that we wanted to visit, in a little town where we could eat and do all that stuff. So we decided we're going to do it. So of course we get up a little bit late in the morning. We decide to go. Of course it takes more time to get our coffee than it usually does. So we leave late, and the car doesn't have a full tank of gas when we leave. Our anxiety was a little bit higher because we were behind schedule. My wife notices the gas tank, and she's like, "Are we going to have enough gas to get there?" Me being the confident person, I'm extremely confident, especially when I know not what I'm talking about. I say, well, of course we'll be fine. So we start driving. And of course, all the cars nowadays have the miles to empty. We're watching that. We're watching the clock to see is it going to be late. It was a long drive out there. As we're driving, of course, stress gets a little bit higher. We start saying a couple words to each other because we're not sure. My wife is worried about getting there on time and making sure we have enough gas. I keep saying we're fine. Then finally, we had probably like 20 miles to empty. And we finally pull in to the national park. And when you go into the national park, there's that person there that takes, like, you pay or takes a ticket, whatever. So she's like, "Oh, did you guys just do the road in?" And we're like, yeah, we did. And we're kind of looked at each other. And the park ranger says, "Wasn't it beautiful? Didn't you see all those really cool waterfalls?" And we're like, "No, we didn't actually pay attention to that because we were thinking we were watching the gas tank and we were watching the time." "Oh, well, didn't you see those beautiful beaches and the lava rocks? And it was gorgeous, wasn't it?" Is that what she kept saying? And we're like, "Well, we missed that too." She said, "Well, surely you stopped at the banana bread stand. They're very big in banana bread out there." And we're like, "No, we didn't think we had enough time to hit that." So why am I telling you that story of not a great trip that we just went on? Because I think it relates to retirement planning, because I feel like a lot of people and people we work with have a lot of anxiety about the plan, a lot of anxiety about living through retirement, when in reality, retirement is meant to be fun. It's meant to be beautiful. It's meant to be enjoyed. And if you're constantly looking at your gas tank and you're constantly watching the clock, you're going to miss out on a whole bunch of wonderful memories. And I think a strong financial plan can help avoid you staring at your gas tank and staring at your clock. So, you look at everything that goes into retirement planning. Don't forget to enjoy it. Don't forget that it's supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to have a great time in retirement. And a strong financial plan can help you do that and remove the anxiety. And as always, if you need us, we're here to help.